Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. When I talk now about Andrew Tate, I'm not talking about Andrew Tate the person. I'm talking about a spirit, a representation of a collective spirit that manifested itself in one person. Now I know that recently he's been arrested and a lot of people on social media and online started ridiculing him and making fun of him and put him in a negative light. You know, I can expect that many people have personal issues, or some people are paid to do that. Whatever the reason is, my personal idea comes from me. No one paid me. I have no agenda behind me. This is my personal observation. First of all, a person that showed up from nowhere. All you hear about him in the media is, I'm the most researched person on Google for the year so and so. You go back. What did you create? Okay, some people joined his online courses, some people knew about what that thing is. Now, regardless of what I'm thinking about, whether he did those things or didn't do those things, I cannot say anything about it. Because I cannot know if the person who's in the first place is a psyop, or a person who's trying to do things intentionally, or like unaware of what he's doing and he's falling into plausible deniability, or a person who just lacks some kind of awareness and intelligence. I cannot know now, I cannot tell. However, a person that showed up suddenly on yachts, dancing and parties with women, who tells a story that his father was an agent, but he's coming from a family not so rich, and suddenly he's with those women on yachts and he's making parties. And now, the fact that his father is an agent, this should ring a bell. However, when he started in the beginning educating men or young men how to behave and what it means to be a man based on his perception of reality, that's fine. Everybody is allowed to share his opinion. We're living in democracies and everyone is free to share what they think about life. And also, by the way, he's free to make business with adult women. When they accept, they accept. There is nothing that you can, you lure people in, you manipulate it. There's no such thing. The moment adults make contracts, they are informed, they accept that. This is not what bothers me in this thing. The sudden changes that happened from being like this, suddenly becoming a Muslim, and suddenly going all in with people who have racial agendas, Elon Musk and Trump. Now, this grooming gangs, you cannot prove anything. You just use this term, and people with low level of intelligence would assume that every person that looks like this, he is a grooming gangs, while ignoring totally his best friend Trump and the Epstein files. Many things I cannot talk about on YouTube. But when you say grooming gangs, did you prove anything? Do you make justice to people? Do you have any evidence? Because you go around and saying, there's no evidence that I did this. There's no proof that I've been a judge and there's no evidence. There's no evidence. Do you have any evidence when you say grooming gangs? Do you know what you're talking about? Or are you just generalizing because someone is paying you? By the way, you will never be part of them. You're going around carrying the badge of a mixed race as a badge of honor, as if you are one of what you can do. You're not one of them. And you will never be one of them. Racial backgrounds don't mean anything to me. Competence means a lot. Who you are, which values you carry, that what means a lot to me. Not your racial background or not your mixed race. And going around talking about a bunch of people, calling them with one word, grooming gangs. The low-level intelligence person, he will already assume and start to imagine and to think and to start to project and to start to project his fears on any person that he sees in the street, on any woman, on any child, because they don't look like what he wants from that ethnic background that you prefer, that he prefers. Did you make justice to them? Then you talk about justice and about evidence and about proof. From being a Muslim, which is, I don't know, what happened there? You're a psyop. What's going on here? Changing from here to there, and suddenly you roll in on the side of this, and you're best friends of that, and he's followed by so many people who are not conscious, thinking that they are leaving the matrix with whatever terms you're using, in which context you use them, flaunting your wealth here and there as if this is the meaning of escaping the matrix. I'm not talking about sovereignty and manhood of values and justice and fairness, genuine justice, not justice that flips the moment you are tested, not free speech. Elon Musk is coming talking about free speech, and all over his Twitter, he bought Twitter just to spread only one way of racial aggression, ignoring totally the other side, totally full of hate, and claiming he has the Western values, he has the freedom of speech. You try to speak freely from the other side, you will be banned in the name of this and that, and they will find names to call you in order to justify why they should ban you. But I call it freedom of speech here. And suddenly they flip. When their narrative is challenged, they flip. You cannot talk about justice before you are just. You cannot talk about fairness before you are fair. There is a spirit of people that are willing to follow any ideology just in order to experience a sense of life, a sense of masculinity, a sense of passion. You don't get there this way. You need to work on yourself. You need to be a gentleman, to work on your values, to work on your manhood. Anyway, I hope this message reaches out. Thank you everyone for staying with me. I'm Shredy Jabarin. Ciao.